Alright, so here I have some salt on a plate. You can see it's just kind of sitting there. The text talks a lot about salt, and the text uses it as a way to discuss the difference between a mixture and a compound. So let's talk about a mixture and a compound. Here's my salt. The text says if I add some pepper, I'll make a mixture. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my pepper. Pour it in there and give these guys a good mix. This is a mixture. Why? If I look at it, I can see the pepper pieces hanging out, and I can see the salt kind of gathered here at the edges. They're all mixed in together, especially like right here. You can see how there are salt bits and there's pepper bits right next to them, but nothing's really happening. Alright, this is a mixture. These things are mixed together, but nothing has changed. What is a compound? Well, the text tells us that when we make a compound, there has to be some kind of chemical reaction. So something has to happen. And I promise you, you'll know what this is when you see it. Alright, chemical reaction is when something changes, and you will know when you're seeing a chemical reaction most of the time, because it's pretty clear that something's going on. So in this cup, I've put some baking powder. I'll put a little more in there. And it's just kind of sitting there. There's no chemical reaction going on. There's just baking powder. Alright, now I'm going to add something else. This is lemon juice. I add some lemon juice, and there's going to be a chemical reaction. The chemical reaction will make a new compound. Let's see if you notice when the chemical reaction starts. What is happening here? Do you see how it's changing? I put in the lemon juice, and now all of a sudden things aren't just sitting there anymore. I see bubbles coming up and moving around. If you could smell this, it smells very strong. It smells very tart, like lemonade. It's a little bit sour. In my cup, the bubbles have about filled it up, so it's changing its shape, it's changing its size. There's a lot that's going on here. I hope it doesn't spill out all over everything. It looks pretty full. This is a chemical reaction. When there's a chemical reaction, that means a new compound is being made. In this case, the compound is called sodium acetate. It's a kind of salt. So if I let this go on for a long time and then I look at the bottom, there will actually be little bits of salt that start to gather up. Alright, because there's a chemical reaction going on and a new compound is being made. So let's look at the difference. Alright, here's our mixture. Super boring, nothing's happening. Chemical reaction is making a new compound. Mixture, chemical reaction, and new compound.